Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome, packed video on IELTS writing essay. Today I've got a very, peculiar question that has repeated multiple times in the exam, and trust me, mostly people go wrong in this question. So today we will witness the mistakes the essay contains and how to fix them, the structure, the template, each and everything. Before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you need one-to-one writing feedback, one-to-one speaking mocks, whatever it is, you can WhatsApp us to the number appearing at the the description of this video. You can click on the link. I'll be there, we will be there to help you, guide you in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get into the video. Let me just share my screen. Alright, so this is the essay that I've got for you today. People's shopping habits depend more on the age group they belong to than any other factors. Do you agree or disagree? This is a classic example of agree-disagree essay type where 99.99% of the students go completely wrong. Alright, so let's review this essay, but before we get into the review part, let's understand some basic structure that has to be followed for this essay. See, it's an agree-disagree essay type. So para 1, you have to talk about your viewpoint. I agree, I disagree, whatever that suits, you can choose, and whatever you choose there. See, if you disagree, then entire paragraph you have to disagree. Disagree to what? People's shopping habits depend more on the age group than any other factors. I disagree that people's shopping habits depend more on the age group than other factors. Explain why it doesn't depend more on the age group. Paragraph 3 also explain why it doesn't depend more on the age group, and it depends on other factors. So basically, when you disagree or agree, you are going to disagree or agree for the entire question. This people don't. They only talk about different factors. When you disagree that it doesn't depend more on the age group. Rather, there are other factors that equally contribute. Rather, there are other factors that contribute more than the age group. It's a comparison essay type. Remember, more. The moment you see the word more, it's a comparison essay type. Second paragraph also you need to compare, third paragraph also you need to compare. You have to talk about age group. People don't. The moment they see the question, they disagree and talk. There are other factors like a person's economical background, person's interest. The question is not what other factors does people's shopping habits depend on. No. The question is, does age group influence shopping habits more than any other factors? If you agree, then you agree to the entire question. If you disagree, you disagree to the entire question. Remember this. This is where people lose a lot of marks and complain saying it's a scam. My friend is getting marks, I'm not getting marks. It all depends on the question. To give you more understanding, para 2, this is what you need to talk. Talk about how age group affects. Talk about how other factors also affect equally. Hence, it doesn't depend more on the age group. At the end of the day, you have to talk about this, and without talking about age group, you cannot say it doesn't depend more on the age group, because you disagreed. You said shopping habits depend more on the age group than other factors. No, it doesn't depend more on the age group than other factors. All other factors also equally contribute. Then age group also you need to talk, other factors you need to also talk. If you don't talk about age group, marks gone, 6.5, that's the minimum you can get if you forget this age group part. Para 3, you don't have to again talk about age group because you already talked about age group here. You can talk about how another factor affects equally, hence it doesn't depend more on the age group. Fourth para, hence you already talked everything. You can say it doesn't depend more on the age group, rather so many factors contribute equally. You want to say the other factors which contribute more than the age group, that also you can say, or equally you can say. When you disagree to this age group influence more. It can influence less or equal to the other factors, but the more age group will not influence more. That is what you need to prove. I hope I made you understand the subtlety involved in the question. So now let's take up the question and see. This is the Answer from one of our students, first paragraph. Shopping is always a go-to thing for everyone. Habit of buying things for people is based on what age group they are in rather than any other aspect. I would like to disagree. Well and good. First paragraph done and dusted. No problem at all. Let's quickly move on to second paragraph. Alright, it's quite big. It's quite hefty, lengthy. So I presume the person is comparing, talking about age group. How age group affects. How other factors affect. In a way, both of them are affecting equally. So age group is not affecting more. That's what I require. Hope you are getting it. I want more because the question is depend more than. If you observe more than comparison, I want you to write age group here, second part other factors, and conclusion doesn't depend on the age group. Okay. I believe spending on things depends upon the mood and willingness to buy. Okay, no problem. Other factors she is talking about. You can talk about other factors and then talk about age group. You don't talk about age group, no marks. This is because that's the template. Firstly, this is because human beings are emotional creatures and most of them treat shopping as an escape from their sedentary lifestyle and prefer to make them feel lighter and elated. Some grammatical wrong here, grammatically. Full stop is wrong, which leads to reckless money spending and eventually financial stability. Not so great, but it's okay. Probably the person has mixed up everything, but it's okay. What we want to know, willingness to buy depending on the mood and willingness to buy. They, based on the mood they go, end up spending all the money they have. Whatever they, shopping habits depend on their willingness to buy. That is the point. Moreover, another point, shopping is also done to flaunt their living standards and maintain a decent societal impression. For instance, this is second idea, depend other factors. First other factor is willingness to buy, second other factor is to impress someone, flaunting, correct? In the social situation, you want others to talk about you saying, oh see, that person is wearing or having LV bag, that's flaunting. For instance, a survey for shoppers was conducted in New York, USA, in which they were asked to be honest about the reason for the shopping, and 90% claimed that they do it to feel contented and enjoy their weekend by spending on whatever they like. Exceptionally written so far. So far, whatever is written, what could be the conclusion? Thus, shopping habits depend on willingness to buy and to have a decent societal impression. That is what conclusion is. Conclusion is nothing but whatever you have explained above, the summary of it. But let's see conclusion. Shopping habits have other aspects to it other than age group. Where the person told her? The person has not even explained how age group affects shopping habits. So this is where the person went wrong. Coherence, cohesion, completely gone case, task response gone case, because the essay written is for a different question. Question is different, answer is different. Because the age group has not been written. Just last line you cannot just bring in that age group. Here you should say how age group affects the shopping habits and then say how other factors affect. Hence shopping affects other aspects related other than age group, because even an old woman has full senses to shop on a wheelchair. This the person did not even write. The person is trying to bring a new idea in the last line. Never do that. It's a very simple thing. Talk about age group, on the other hand talk about willingness to buy, or talk about financial, the flaunting thing to impress people, and then say hence it doesn't depend more on the age group, other factors also equally contribute, done and dusted. You will take that 7.58 home and finish it off. No, people don't do that because they have not understood the question. For this answer, the question has to be, people shopping habits depend on what other factors, what all factors. Then the essay is good. The question is different, answer is different. Second paragraph is done and dusted, completely wrong. Minimum right now, maximum is at 6.5, not more than that. If third paragraph also goes for a toss, 5.5. But the person is really good, actually good, but still ends up getting 5.5. Let's see. Furthermore, some people have the habit to shop when there is an actual need to buy. This is due to, so shopping habits depend on the necessity. That's the idea. Great idea, I am not denying it. This is due to the fact that some are very sensible and mindful of buying things as they are familiar. I am not interested, I am interested in comparison. How age group will not influence more on the shopping. That more part-time is what I'm interested. Shoppers are projected to buy things by looking at the price and worth of it. This factor is a fruitful and smart way of spending money. For instance, many people urban area, middle class families subject to keep a check on the items, adequate quantity, this value or bought in adequate quantity, this value, something is wrong here. Buying behavior prevents wastage to a greater extent. Entire thing is wrong with respect to the question asked. Question is something, answer is something. Age group, how it will not influence more on the shopping habits than other factors, it's still completely missing. So this also would be wrong. It's like, what is your name? And you're telling your neighbor's name or friend's name. As simple as that. But you need to be little conscious on what you write. That's the essay writing. You write what is required. It's just the way it is. You do this, you get the marks. You don't do this, no marks. It's just that a person has to accept. Once the person accepts, big window will open to fix the mistakes. These are the mistakes. So anytime you need online assistance, one-to-one feedback, you can join us. We help you understand where you're going wrong, helps you take that U-turn and then run towards your destination comfortably. Now nothing, no need to read the conclusion. Anyway, conclusion is completely wrong because second, third paragraph did not even talk about the age group. Way of shopping does not depend on the age of a person. Where it is written? Only in the question it is written. Second, third paragraph doesn't have even an inch of it. Rather, it depends upon where it factors. The question is not about what other factors it depends on, correct? Regardless of any age, especially women are keen to shop, entire wrong, but the person has good English. Sentence structures are good. Vocabulary is good. Grammar is good. Coherence, cohesion is also good. But whatever is written for a different question. Then how the marks will come? Give it a thought. Task response is the king. Coherence, cohesion is the queen. That two, those two, if you miss out on, then no marks. Alright guys, hope this video was informative. If you really like the content, like, share and subscribe. And leave your valuable comments in the comment section. This is Nakul Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Soon I will be back with a new set of videos. Anytime you need online assistance, you can WhatsApp us. We will guide you in the right way. Fine guys, thanks much. Soon I'll catch you all. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.